Fantastic. So we talked about love yourself. That's very important. Loving others, equally important. You know, let's say 49, 51, 51, 49. Pandemic love, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the only thing I have to, oh my goodness. This bad gurus, I gotta talk next.
How about just a few solutions? Just a few solutions to, yes, bad guru will come on soon.
And he's gonna explain how all this stuff we just said was total crap, okay? It's all total crap. Calm down.
You can't come out.
Calm down, bad guru.
You can't come out. Not yet. So some solutions for myself to love you more. Not hard to do, though.
Oh, thank you so much.
Not hard to do.
Oh my goodness.
Not hard to do. It's not hard to love this guy. I think if you've seen Peter a little bit, you know it's.
Not everybody likes me. Some people really don't like me.
I think a lot of people like you.
Oh, the names I've been called recently. Anyway, I'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that's.
Not everybody likes you, you know, but people who don't like me don't tend to not really know me. But anyway, it's not about me. It's not about me.
They don't know.
It's about solutions.
So some of the solutions that I found that are incredibly important for me is, well, first of all, my solution is I gotta take care of me. I have to be doing the good things that make me myself, make me light, make me connected to who I am. Mm-hmm. So huge one recently that has been helping me, because here it's winter right now in Canada, Montreal, Quebec, is getting sunlight before noon. I try before 10 a.m. So to get sunlight, I recently found out how important getting sunlight is for mood, for circadian rhythm, for having a better night's sleep, which also affects your mood and how you feel. It affects your hormones, it affects everything. So I've been getting up, going out, getting exercise and sunlight every morning, and it's had a very big impact on me, like very big impact on the rest of the day, how I feel, how I interact with Peter. And it's just something that I didn't, like I knew, like of course you know exercise and light, but then when I heard like a neuroscientist really like talk about the details of it and how it affects everything, and the pineal gland and how it excretes something in the pineal gland to help you sleep better. And it's just crazy, the stuff. Like, I really like hearing details. Hearing details about things make me want to do them, you know?
And this is Andrew
Huberman. Fantastic. Look him up on YouTube. He's got tons of podcasts on Instagram as well. So that's one thing that has had a very big impact. And
it's night and day when you go outside into the light. And sometimes you don't have the motivation to go out.
That's right.
And how do you feel when you're like, oh, I almost didn't come outside? And
oh yeah, no. So oftentimes I don't feel like it, which is crazy, because I feel much better afterwards. But you know, when you're starting a new habit, and it's only been, I don't know, maybe over a month, or I don't know how long it's been, but it's a habit that I'm like creating. So it takes that push, right? It takes that push. But now I'm starting to remember before I go out that, oh, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to get along better with Peter. I'm going to like feel more love, feel more enjoyment, just satisfaction. And so it's not as hard to get out. Some days I don't remember that, and I'm like, I just got to go anyway. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. This is who I really am. Like, it's very easy. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I can get sort of caught in a sort of like daze, like a daze of lost in trance. I think it's like trance-like, lost in thoughts, not in the present moment, like not feeling terrible. Sometimes I feel terrible, but most of the time it's not terrible. It's just, it's not my optimal. It doesn't feel as good as I could feel if I made that little effort, you know? So making that little effort, it changes so many things. And I talk with clients all the time, and they're like looking for, what is the answer? What is the perfect thing, the best thing? And it's like, no, choose one thing that'll be helpful and do that consistently. I'm saying that right?
You're saying it.
Sounded weird.
We gotta ask Siri now.
Do that thing consistently and see how you feel. Don't try all the things. You don't have to read another book, right? There's so many things that you already know that can be helpful. Do the thing that's the easiest for you to do right now, or the thing that you're interested in doing, and give it a shot and see what happens, and then see how you interact with your partner after that.
And don't talk yourself out of taking action, because You know, it's really funny. Sometimes Sam will go outside into the light, you know, after, you know, like, oh, talk, like, after talking yourself into it. And she'll come back after, you know, half an hour or something. She'll be like, Peter, I can't believe I almost didn't go outside. I feel so much better. And I'm like, what? How many times does it take for it to sink in? You got to keep going. Before you do that thing, it's so easy to talk yourself. I tell people...
so it's like, oh, it's too cold out this morning. I'm hungry. I'll just have coffee and eat first. No, go. Like, do the thing that you're supposed to do for yourself. Like, first thing.
I call myself Bad Guru because it's just an acknowledgement that there's sort of two versions of you. There's the good one, reducing it down to its simplest, to a simple idea. There's the good one and there's the bad version of you. And I entertain the bad version of me. I let that bad version talk and say all the bad things. Not everything Bad Guru says I believe 100%. Some of it is just coming out of my mouth. It's coming out of my id. But I do it because you got to teach yourself, one, how to listen to that voice, and two, how to tell it to shut the hell up.
That's right.
Like, whatever thing you're thinking, whatever voice is in your head when you're feeling down in the dumps that is convincing you not to do things, that to give up, that voice is a filthy liar, okay? And you should listen to it and just not believe it. In fact, just point at it and be like, you stupid liar, I'm going to go outside and prove you wrong. You go outside and you realize, oh my God, I can't believe I almost talked myself out of this. That bad Sam, that bad Guru.
And over time, eventually, the positive voice, the reinforcing voice, the voice that goes out becomes stronger. That's what my experience has been over the years. Like, I've had very critical voices in my head over the years, and it's just the consistency of saying, no, you are not real. That's not how I want to feel. How do I want to feel? Oh yeah, this is it. And just again and again and again. And then that becomes so much stronger. And then you're actually somebody different. You are not that depressed voice. You are not that sad voice. You still get it. You do still get it, but you shush it. You shush and you say, I'm not going to let you take over. And I know how I really want to feel. I know what's really important to me. And you just keep at it. That's what life is. That's what life is just, what do I really want? How do I want to feel? And let me make that effort that it takes.
And if it's a mistake to take that effort, let the mistake be that you took the effort and it didn't work. Right? Don't say, oh, but if I go for a walk, I'm not going to feel better. You don't feel better anyway. So go for the walk, okay? And be the version of you that still doesn't feel better after the walk.
And you can
took that effort.
And at least there you can say, but I took a walk and I got exercise, so let me praise that. I don't feel better, but I can praise myself for having done that thing.
And that way you have a day where you praise yourself for something versus a day where you didn't praise yourself for something. That's just technically better on paper. And you add those up, and then sands become a sand pile, become a beach. And then suddenly you're lazing there in your bikini or your Speedo, and you're drinking your pina coladas, virgin. Don't drink alcohol during this time of COVID. Come on,
they
now.
do.
And
They
you go
do. Don't tell them not to.
ocean.
They're gonna do it.
Go swimming in salt ocean. I was gonna go take it to a very weird place. I don't know.
That's Bad Guru. He's coming out.
I didn't know where I was gonna go. Sometimes I tell stories. I start them, and with just no plan on where they're gonna go. But the purpose is just to say something more and more absurd. I make her laugh so much because she pees, almost pees. She pees sometimes.
I have peed. I'm getting better at not peeing.
That's fun. That's a good solution. You know, making those efforts. You know, going outside is one of those things. You talked about something else earlier. Some type of meditation.
Oh, so loving kindness meditation. If you Google it, you'll find some stuff. You could put loving kindness meditation Sam Harris. I love Sam Harris. Not as much as Peter Hartman, but I love Sam Harris. He has an app called Waking Up. That's his app, right? Yes, that's his app. It used to be his podcast, but his podcast is now Making Sense. So Waking Up app, loving kindness meditation is where you think about the person you care about or anybody. It could be neighbor, somebody you don't know, and you send well wishes to them in your mind. So you think about them and you think, I want them to be happy. I want them to enjoy peace. I don't want them to have too much suffering. I want them to enjoy their life. And you imagine them and just think these nice things. And as you're doing that, you begin to feel a sense of kindness and peace and compassion towards your fellow man, towards your lover, towards your parents. And you can start with people who it's easy to love, people who it's easy, who you really want the best for, and, build that up. You actually feel it, like you feel it in your body, right? When you conjure up emotions, like you can conjure up emotions. Not everybody knows that, but with your thoughts, you can conjure up how you want to feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe if you don't want to do it with your thoughts, you can do it with things, with music, with TV shows, with something you're watching, reading, YouTube videos. I mean, make yourself feel the way you want to feel, at least deliberately on purpose. Anyway.
Yeah, no, thank you for chiming in. So you can start with somebody who it's easy, and then you can sort of move on to somebody who it's more neutral, like the cashier that you saw this morning. And then you can, if you want to, go and talk to somebody that is, not talk to somebody, but think about somebody who you have a little bit of an irritation with, somebody who you don't like, somebody who bothers you, and do that exercise. And you'll see that anger, that frustration sort of melts a little bit. It's you don't feel as bad for them because you see them, not bad for them, bad about them, because you see them just as a fellow human being who's suffering and who's living on this planet. And yes, sure, they might not be your best friend, but you can have compassion for them. And that just changes how you feel with people. So loving kindness meditation, very powerful.
For everybody who's watching this, if you're watching this after the fact, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like so that we know you like the video, and make sure to share it with somebody if you like them, and hit that little bell so that you know when we go live. We upload videos, we got great content, we're doing wonderful things. Thank you everybody for watching.